Hello students, so today in entrepreneurship class we are going to discuss marketing strategy. This is the second topic in the third unit. The unit is enterprise marketing unit, and in this we have already done SMART goals, and after SMART goals or the goal setting, the next topic is marketing strategy. Now what is marketing strategy? First we'll see the definition. The definition is it is the process that can allow an organization to concentrate its resources on the optimal opportunities with the goal of increasing sales and achieving sustainable competitive advantage. First thing is why marketing strategy is made. It is made to increase the sales. Okay, marketing strategy is a process which allows the firm to use its resources optimally. Okay, so that the sales increases and the company, the organization achieves sustainable competitive advantage. Since there are so many competitors in the market, you have to sustain in the market by selling your product. So for a sustainable development, for sustaining in the market, surviving in the market, selling the product, we need to have certain marketing strategy. So marketing strategy includes all basic and long-term activities in the field of marketing. Whatever activities are done in the field of marketing with the focus on which focuses on strategic initial situation analysis of the company. So whatever initially the situation of the company is, we have to analyze it, and it includes all basic and long-term activities which is related with management, marketing management. Then it also includes formulation. You can write it as formulation, evaluation and selection of market-oriented strategies. The strategy that how you are going to deal with the market, it is just the formulation of these strategies, then it's evaluation. You have to check, analyze it, whether it is whether it is set properly or not, and then the selection. Okay, so this is what marketing strategy is. So marketing strategy actually composed of two things. First is all the strategies for growth, okay, as well as some interrelated tools. What are those interrelated components? It's written here. So marketing strategy is composed of strategies for growth. This is the first thing. And the second thing is interrelated components. These interrelated component is nothing but we call it marketing mix. Okay, so this is what it is, marketing mix, interrelated components. Now, what is marketing mix? Marketing mix is the ingredients or tool used for interacting with the particular market or a target market. As we have seen just now, marketing strategy includes strategy for growth and some interrelated tools. Now, that is known as marketing mix. So, marketing mix is all the tools or variables which are taken together and which is used by a marketing manager to deal with, to interact with the target market. Now, what are the components of marketing mix? There are four components of marketing mix: product, price, place and promotion. They are known as the 4 P's of marketing mix. P's. That means there are 4 P's. First is product, then price, then place and then promotion. Why it is known as marketing mix? Because these are the tools which is used by marketing manager in marketing management to deal with the target market. Now, what products you are going to offer, at what price, the place, how distribution part will be done, and promotion is giving information. Now we will see all these 4 components in detail. So starting with the first P, that is product. Now product is anything which you can sell in the market which is having a value or for which people are ready to pay the money. It can be anything, like a product can be a physical product like this, like a marker or a board or a house or table, chair, furniture, whatever it is. So a product can be a physical product, or it can be like it can be the goodwill, or it can be anything like an idea. You can sell an idea also. Then you can have product means you can give the information. So anything which you can sell in the market is your product. Now there are 3 components of product. Now branding, labeling and packaging. In branding, logo and tagline. One more thing we have to do, that is logo and tagline. So these are the 3 components: branding, labeling and packaging. These three things we have to do related to a product. Now, the first component of product is branding. What is the meaning of branding? See, as I said, product is anything tangible or intangible. It can be a tangible product also, like physical product which you can see, you can touch or feel, or it can be an intangible product, some services or an organization, a place, a people, whatever it is. So these are all product which is having the capacity of satisfying the needs of the people and which the people is ready to pay for it. Now, product has several components. First one is the branding. Branding is what? It is the name, sign, symbol, design or a combination of them for the purpose of identification and to differentiate the product from the competitors. Now, you can sell a product by the generic name. Means what? Like, this is a marker. Okay, this is a marker, whiteboard marker pen. So, it can be sold by the name marker pen or whiteboard marker. But if DOMS is written here, that means it is the brand or a name given to a product. So that is a name. So branding is the process of giving a name to the product. So now it's a DOMS marker pen. So this is a name, or sometimes it is a sign given. Like you can recognize this sign as this is the sign of a brand. Okay. You can recognize this one without writing the name that this is the sign of a brand. Okay. So it's a sign or a symbol or some design or a combination of them. It can be a combination of any of these. So that is the brand. Now why it is given the name, sign, symbol given to a product? For identification. See, if this product is sold by only one name, that is the name, the generic name, the name of the product, that a marker pen, and it is very good. Okay. Now how I will recommend this to my friend? So it is difficult to identify the product in the market. So for identification and to differentiate the product from the competitors. Now there are other companies also who are producing this product. So to differentiate one product from another, to identify the product, brand name is given to the product. So this is the process of giving name, sign, symbol. Now what are the components of brand? There are three components of brand. First is brand name. Brand name means that part of brand which you can speak. Like you can speak Lux. Okay, this is the brand which you can speak. Now you can speak Maggie. Okay, so these are what? These are that part of brand which you can speak. There are some brand mark means this is the symbol design which you cannot speak, or like you cannot speak this one. You cannot speak this. So it is that part of the brand which you can you can see, you can recognize, and you can actually recognize but cannot speak. Last one is trademark. Now that part of brand which gets legal protection. Legal protection means nobody can copy it. So it is that part of brand which gets legal protection, maybe the color or the font or the way in which it is written. So that part of brand which gets legal protection is your trademark. Now there are different types of brand. First is individual brand name. Here a company which is producing different product lines, the company is giving different names to the product. Like you can take example of Hindustan Unilever. They are producing different types of soaps, and all the soaps are having its own brand like Lux, Liril, Lifebuoy. So these are the soaps manufactured by a particular company, and they are giving individual brand name to different products. So this is individual brand name. Second is family brand name. Here for all the products one name is used, like Pond's. Okay, Pond's is having cream also. They are having talcum powder. There are different types of product in Pond's, and they are using the same name. So that is umbrella. That is known as family branding. One name of this is umbrella branding, because all the products is coming under the same umbrella. Okay, under the same umbrella all the products are coming. Now next is corporate names. When a name of a particular the surname of the organization or of the entrepreneur is used, that is corporate names, like Bajaj. Okay, so Bajaj, Godrej, so that is corporate name. The next one is alphanumeric names. When we give brand to a particular product like SX4, Live 20, what is that? It is lib 52. It's lib 52. So these are alphanumeric, where alphabet and numbers, they are used for giving a name to the product. So these are the 4 types of brand name. Now, what are the qualities of a brand name? Suppose you are asked to give a name to a product. What points you should keep in your mind? So first is, it should be short and simple. The brand name should be very short and simple. It should be easy to pronounce. Okay, like Lux, Lidl, Ponds, Bajaj, SX4. These are all very easy to pronunciate. Then pronunciation should be very easy. Then it should be very adaptable to packaging and all. Okay. And then pleasing, impressive. That means it should be eye-catching also. And then link to the product. It should give the image of the product, and then contemporary. That means these are the qualities of a brand name which should be kept in mind before fixing the name or before giving a name to a product. So only this much in branding. Next, logo, tagline and labeling, packaging we'll do in the next class.